Yo, what's up, guys? It's July 14th, 2026. I think I have like 2 videos in the slot, but I kind of don't want to release them. They were mostly like shitty update videos. It's like 3 a.m. right now. I'm finally on morning shifts. How do I say this? What should I say? I think my last video was the slow boil. Well, the slow boil is way over. Yeah, I'm gonna see how this transition to mornings is gonna be. I mean, I'm flying to Poland tomorrow. Oh yeah, okay. I got a lot for you guys to catch up on. I've been practicing my Polish a lot. Just a lot of things I had. I've been busy, bro. God damn, bro. My instructor, he's been in the dark about everything, bro. Oh, dude, I could have flown yesterday too. I'm such a fucking chud, bro. Okay. All right. Shit, bro. There's a lot we gotta talk about, dude. That's a lot. So let's hit with I have like 30 minutes to talk. No, I have way more. I don't know when my shift starts. It's either at 4 o'clock or 3:45, and I'm not sure. I think it's 3:45, which in that case I have like, wow, that's a beautiful cat. It was a black cat with like orange eyes. Beautiful cat. And it did not cross the road. I forget that this is the time of the day that there's gonna be cops in my city. We are quite literally barely a city. So I got a lot to talk about. I want to talk about, let's talk about the slow boil. Let's start with that. Hello, officer. The slow boil, okay. It's over. It's like officially over. You just gotta distract yourself with things, honestly. I distracted something came up and I immediately, thanks to my cousin, I randomly hit up my cousin and I was like, yo, what's up, bro? How's it going? He's like, we started talking and stuff, and he's like, yo, my lease kind of ends like August 31st. So if you get your documents and everything ready in Poland and get your citizenship and passport and your social security number like done in like a month, we can just move in together. And I was like, yo, that sounds fire. I'm like, how much is rent? And he said like $100 a month. And I was like, yo. And it's like downtown in his city. I was like, even if I don't get a good job, that sounds way amazing than what I'm doing right now. Yeah, I think, I'm going to be very dependent on him. So that's the number one thing. So I think the last like 2 weeks I've been literally preparing for this trip, which I leave in 2 days. I work today and then I leave tomorrow, basically. Yeah, I leave tomorrow after my work shift. So I have literally all of today to talk about this. Yeah, I think this is a great checkpoint, honestly, today, right now. Yeah, a lot of things I gotta talk about. Great, this is great. Oh, I forgot to grab a Red Bull. That's what I forgot. It's okay. I'm at the gas station, so. I'm gonna go to the gas station, dump my trash, and I'll be back. Wow, I'm surprised this is still recording. All right, so yeah, I still have like 30 minutes. I'm filled up with gas. I got energy drinks. I got like 2 new ones. It's Juneberry. Here, I just post it. Like, we got Sea Blue and Juneberry. No, this is iced vanilla berry, and this is Juneberry. I'm not joking when I tell you that I just saw Mountain Dew donuts inside. Mountain Dew donuts. And like one word just flashing in my head. Goislop, 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 Goislop. I'm just like, bro, who signed off on Mountain Dew donuts? And they're $4 a box. Dude. Yo. I don't know who is making these. But I thought Oreo was bad when Oreo made all these weird combinations back in the day. And like the Oreo milkshakes. Oh my God. Oreo milkshakes have killed people. Straight up just killed people. You know what? I'm not even going to say anything. I literally have been I've been eating Goislop all day. I've been eating McDonald's. and I just had a McFrappe, and I just felt like throwing up. I'm not gonna eat for the rest of the day, bro. Such goislaw. But my friend wanted to take me out, or he came over and we watched reels together. So, whatever. Anyways, back to what those were some thoughts I had while I was in the store. So, man, I feel so clairvoyant today. It's such a great, headspace for a video. Yes, because it's 70 degrees and I'm boiling. Yeah, so my cousin invited me to Poland, and I've been trying for the last 2 weeks to get all my documents. Polish citizenship is probably the hardest thing to get, papers wise, next to American citizenship, I think. But I'm a Polish citizen. I'm by blood Polish. My parents are Polish. My grandpas are Polish. My great grandparents, my ancestors are all Polish, dude. And it's such a hassle. The only thing that separates me from Poland is I was just born in America. That's literally it. And yeah, so I first had to confirm that I have citizenship. You automatically get citizenship if you have both parents are Polish. So I had to prove that. I did that earlier thanks to my parents. I got akt urodzenia, right? No, akt urodzenia is your birth certificate. All right. Well, I got my shit. Hold up. I have to confirm that I have citizenship. Okay. So you automatically get it, but you have to confirm it. So you have to put yourself in the system, basically, what it is. And I think I should have went right. It's whatever. We'll take a detour. So I confirmed my citizenship by getting proving that both my parents were born in Poland. So I had my parents submit their documents, their akt urodzenia, their birth certificates, and I got mine. So I got mine that says Chicago, but theirs are in, Poland, whatever. Boom. All right, I got that done. All right. Man, I have to explain this to so many people about how insanely hard it is and remember chronologically. I don't have a shortened down version where it's easy to explain. I actually have to think about exactly what the steps were. The next step is what is it? Yeah, I have to confirm my birth certificate in Poland. So I have to get my birth certificate translated to Polish, which I did. I got my parents' birth certificates. I have to show that my parents had held Polish documents, identification. So I'm bringing their passports. And then I have to know their PESEL number. Thank God I found out which one. My mom's I couldn't find out, I think. No, I did find out. Okay. And then my grandma's and then my grandparents, both sides had to find out their date of birth, who was their fathers and mothers. And then I was like, all right, great. Okay, I got it. Okay. I got these 3 documents. I got the 2 passports. And then I had to get my passport. Okay, fine. Okay, cool. And then I was like, okay, that's good. And I sent it to my uncle, and he's like, oh, you got to fill out this paperwork, this additional paperwork. And I was like, okay. Here's the actual form. Those were the supplementals. These are the actual form. Dude, the form is 12 pages, all in Polish. Dude, I had to literally sit down with my cousin for 2 hours and have him help me out filling it out because there's so many words. He didn't even understand some of the words. Basically, it's a wniosek. It's yeah, I don't know how to explain it, but in Polish, I can't say Polish words because then my mind is like, oh, we're switching to Polish now? Okay, cool. And then, it fucks up my whole brain, way of thinking. Basically, it's a huge, long paperwork, and I was, doing line by line. Okay, I have to find out my mom and my dad, where they were born, what year, Okay, my grandparents, okay, that's fine. My grandma, grandpa. Wait, my great-grandpa and grandparents now I have to do? Okay. That was really hard because my mom's side is torn. My grandpa hasn't said anything in 8 months. He's an alcoholic. I hate to say that, but he literally is. He hasn't answered the phone in 8 months. Nobody has contact with him. And I couldn't get any information about him. My mom, thank God, knew where he was. She didn't even know where he was born. So a lot of the stuff that about him is not accurate. I have his full name though, but I don't have his social security number. I don't have his date of. I have his date of birth, but like very, very like lacking information on my mom's side. Meanwhile, my uncle, absolute Giga Chad, sends me an entire history of our freaking up to my great grandparents' side of our family and where they live, what they did, and stuff like that. And I'm like, okay, great, this is great. And he wrote me even like biographies. I was like, oh, okay, cool, that's really great. You really went the extra mile. And okay. And then I'm like, oh, I don't really need these, but whatever. I'm scrolling down. There's way more information. Oh yeah, write a biography on yourself. Okay. I grew up here in the U.S. You know, I finished university 2 years, and I'm in pilot school, and planning to move to Poland. Okay. Now write a biography about your parents. So I was like, I don't know everything about my parents. So I got my dad to write his own biography. I got my mom to write her own biography. Cool. Okay. Yeah, write your grandparents' biographies. I was like, oh, that's why he sent me the fucking biographies. And I'm like, that's crazy. So I had to write the whole biographies by hand from the document he sent me, shorten it down because it wouldn't fit all of it because he went really the extra mile, and, you know, put it in. My, I don't like cars with high beams following me. I'm like, okay, wait a minute. I have to do my mom's side. My mom doesn't know shit about our great-grandparents except my great-grandma. And I was like, oh my fucking God. So I start asking her. She doesn't know anything. Even for my grandpa's biography, she just wrote, oh, he's an alcoholic, doesn't have contact with the family, that's it. I was like, bro, that's insane. So that was great. Holy shit, the bird just went in front of the car. I was like, that's great, cool. Then I got all that done. Okay, I got that all done. There's a lot of empty gaps, and I'm hoping that it's done. Okay, can you... I send it all, and I'm like, finally, I'm stress-free, right? I send it all through, and then my cousin's like, who's a judge, you know? Really, you know, she's really good at law. She's like, yeah, I don't think a PDF document will do. Can you put it into a docx? Fine, okay, I'll put it in a docx. I get like a file convert online. It fucks up the whole document. It blacks out every single line I've written. It blacks it out, and then all the formatting is off. And I'm like, bro, if the original document is a PDF, okay, the written you sent me is a PDF, and I edit it as a PDF, shouldn't it not be returned as a PDF? Whatever, right? Why do you need a docx? Like, it's just so, you not know how to use like PDF editor, whatever. This will be a conversation when I'm there, okay? And they were pressing me about these documents for, I think, a good like 5 days. They're like, where's the documents? Where's the documents? We need this now. No word for the last 3 days. Great. I know they're abroad right now, I think in Germany, so probably that's why, but bro, how can I not be concerned? How can I not be concerned? So that's great. That's my update on that side. If everything goes well, I might finally stop LARPing and move to Poland. I'm just gonna take my hard drives with me. I think that's the only thing I'm gonna bring with me. Most of my clothes, I think, all of my like favorite clothes. I think I'll pack like big suitcases of clothes and try to get on any flight. And then I'll take 2 weeks time off and then just try to shoot for any flight to Berlin. I'll just stay in Newark with my bags until I can get to Berlin, and then get the bus ride, and then I'm established in Poland. I take the train and whatever. I'm there. I'm done. I'm done with the U.S. I'll grab whatever cash I can with me as well, and put it into Polish money. And then I'm like, all right, cousin, I'm here like Nico from GTA. I have nothing in the U.S. That will probably be at the end of August, or like beginning of September. I'm gonna probably do that, because right now it's like what, July 14th. So I have like a month and a half. I hopefully can get my pilot's license. I think I'm really close. I should get my written done, and I'm hoping on this trip I'm gonna be just cramming out stuff on the plane ride, and on the when I'm in my grandpa's apartment, because his apartment, I don't know why, I don't know how this is a thing, but my grandpa's apartment is just so boring. It's just so boring. I can't stand it. Like whenever I'm in there, I just get like flashbacks to when I was young, when I was there, and I was so bored. I was just on my phone all the time. Like I like talking to my grandpa, and it's really great, but sometimes he just watches TV and that's it, and falls asleep. And then I'm like, all right, what do I do now? All right, who is this high beam guy? Oh shit, forgot this is that kind of light. And fuck that guy in particular. He's still there. Look at that. Look, you can see the high beams. You can see the high beams in the back. Yeah, I mean, I don't think he's gonna give chase or anything like that. So that's what I want to accomplish with this trip. I'm gonna obviously just say I'm just taking my brother with me to Poland for the first time ever because he's never been. He has a lot to learn. If you're ever watching this, Martin, I don't know how to help you. I legit during this time, I don't know how to help you. I'm kind of busy with my own stuff, and I kind of want to get my own stuff done. Holy shit, it's a Jeep Wrangler, bro. I thought it was a police car this entire time. What a dickhead. I hope I can. I wish I could have helped you this time, but I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say. Yeah, I think these videos I'll impart on him when he's 18, I think. When he turns 18 or like 21. And I'm like far away from the house, so he can't just critique me, you know. Yeah. Something like that. Okay, I got like 20 minutes. I got stuff with another conversation in there. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't have any ill will to it. I sometimes mess with him, but it's mostly like playful and shit, you know. Like, I don't really hate him or anything. He's just sometimes a goober. Yeah, that's what Aiden says. He's just sometimes a goober, and that's true. He's just sometimes a goober, bro. Yeah. I don't know how to explain it. I think you can only see it in like retrospect, because like I remember when I was young and I was just straight up being a goober, just like doing nothing all day. But once you like figure out, like, it's a learning curve, honestly, to like figure out to. You have to understand that like the more you muster through things, the more easier it just gets. The just easier it gets in life when you just muster through it. Like, it looks like monumental or really hard right now, but if you just keep just doing it every day, and I know it's really hard to keep that discipline every day. Just do it. Don't be hard on yourself, and don't just like stop doing it because you forgot one day. Just if you remember it that you forgot to do it, just do it, or try to do it the next day. Don't be hard on yourself. Be happy that you remembered it again, you know, because I know how forgetful we are, you know. So that's probably the only advice I can give right now about that. About language learning, because I find it really hard to language learn a lot, because it's like a muscle. Like, you got to train the muscle, and the initial part is probably it's like a throwing competition almost, but like instead, like the throwing competition, you got to like throw like a hammer and you got to get it to the finish line, but like the finish line's like 50 kilometers, so you got to like first get that initial throw to like set you apart, right? You get that first initial throw, and it's like, I don't know, like, it's like, I don't know, 10 meters, but you already got that 10 meters. So you studied all night, like 10 hours, or you studied like 6 hours the language. You got the basics and stuff. You got that initial hammer throw, you know? Okay, next day you forget. Get another hammer throw in, you know? And like getting up and getting the hammer up, you know, like getting up, down, and sitting down and just like looking at stuff and like saying, okay, I'm going to learn it. I'm in the right mood to learn is I know it's really hard, but you got to also figure out like what time of day you function the best for like higher learning things. Like, I found out I function really best when I'm like 12 hours awake
For some reason, when I'm 12 hours awake, I really am good at learning things. I don't know what it is. If I'm not exhausted, like mentally, it's like really, really good for me. I don't know how to explain it. It just happens for me. You just gotta know the time that you're good at like just picking up things like that. I gotta piss. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Just really have to go. Yeah, I was thinking like how hard it's gonna be for me to like catch up to everybody, you know, in Poland. Like I'm literally like a Ukrainian right now. Like I don't know anything about the language. I do have the advantage that I have papers, but that means I'm like a full-fledged Polish person, right? And I don't have academics. I'm not an academic person, you know. I think I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna apply to the airport in Wrocław. I'm gonna apply to the work at the airport there, and then as I'm working, because that's where I feel most comfortable. With any job, I feel the most comfortable at an airport. And I'll say it on my CV, like, oh yeah, I worked at the airport in Sioux Falls, America, South Dakota for 2 years. I was a ramp lead agent. I don't even know how to say that in Polish though. Like I don't know how to put. My cousin's gonna literally hold me by my hand, like literally the whole step of the way. I hope he understands this, and I hope I'm like, I don't know how to express this, but I was talking with my friend Abdullah about this, because he speaks Arabic, and it's like a similar like complexity language as Polish is. Like it's a similar like level of complexity, like if not more, right? Like you have to spend a whole lifetime learning that language. You have to spend like Mandarin, Japanese, Korean, Icelandic, Finnish, Hungarian, Polish. You have to spend a whole lifetime learning these languages because they're insanely hard. They're really hard languages. There are some other languages that are dirt easy, like Spanish, Portuguese, English, German, Russian, very easy language. Even you could even add Turkish to that list. Very easy languages. Indonesian as well. But then you get to like, yeah, you get to like those like Thai, bro, Vietnamese, just very hard languages that actually requires like a lot of studying to learn. What time is it? Okay. I think I'm gonna leave at like 3:30 or 3:35 to work. But literally, you have to just... Is this guy driving here? Man, what the fuck? Man, what the fuck? Yo, hold up. It's a fucking state worker. Yeah, it's a state worker. I forgot this is also a road for state workers. I have like kind of like bad social anxiety with that. I'm going to have such bad anxiety when I'm in Poland, but yeah, I'm going to literally just take my hard drives with. My brother can have my old computer. I'm just going to tell him, hey, just get your own hard drives, your solid state drivers, and the computer is all yours. You know, I'm going to bring them over to Europe, and if I have enough money, I'm going to work towards getting a car. I want to really get a car in Europe. And hold up, I got to get on my I'm not going to even speak about dreams until I'm in Poland. Yeah, I'm going to tell Lucas eventually, but it looks like we're not going to go on another trip till like October, so he could put in his PTO and just go by himself somewhere, you know. He doesn't have any like planes booked, I don't think so. Yeah, so me and Abdullah were speaking about like how hard it is in Polish to like, and like in Arabic to like express your feelings. Like for me, it's really hard to express my feelings in Polish because I don't know the words. Like I don't know how to say, oh, it's my gratitude. Like I've never read like books about that, you know. I don't know how to talk to people about like deep topics. Like what is a deep conversation in Polish, you know? I can only talk about like history. Like that's about it, as deep as I can go, or like maybe politics, right? And I want to get out of here. It's fucking cops looking at me here. Fucking state workers.
And I was telling him like I was telling him how it's like how I feel the same way. Like he feels this. He was telling me he feels the same way with Arabic. He's like, I don't know how to express myself to my family and friends. Like I can get jokes, and I was like, yeah, I understand like jokes in Polish, right? But like really long like bits, I don't understand. Like I've never watched a Polish comedy show. Like very rarely I get the joke. I very rarely when I watch like Polish comedy shows. And he's like, oh yeah, I understand for the Arabic the comedy shows, I don't understand them, but most of my family is dumbasses, so I understand everything. I was like, okay, Abdullah. Okay, bro. So, but like it's really true. I hopefully if I live there for at least a year, I'll be able to finally like speak so well enough that I can do that. Because I just need to consume the language, like just be there, you know. So I'm really, really excited. Really excited. I've never been excited this much for a trip in a while, since like I think Japan. Yeah, Japan I think was the last trip I was like super like stoked for. Like I was like, shit, dude, it's gonna be amazing. Australia too, actually. Honestly, every single trip I've been on except maybe like Costa Rica a second time, and what was the other trip? And New York. Those are the only two trips I've never been like, it's okay. It's whatever. And then I went to Costa Rica. It was amazing until, my accident. And New York was just garbage. I just spent so much money for no reason. So, yeah. I mean, listen, it's going to be a transitional period for me right now. I'm going to be locked in on doing these things. I think, hopefully, my next vlog is me in Poland with all my documents. That's going to be amazing. When I have my PESEL number, I have my dowód osobisty, I have my passport, I have everything, bro. If I have all those 3 items and all my information's entered, bro, I'm gonna like kiss the ground and stuff and just like I'm gonna learn the Polish anthem by heart and just like be super nationalistic and patriotic. Because, dude, I don't know how to tell you guys, but like America is really, really dragging on here. Like I'm getting really tired of this, and especially with my parents. My parents are now well enough off that they don't need me anymore. And literally, I think the only thing that's tying me to America anymore is probably this job. Like this job is amazing that it lets me do all these things, but it's such a long career and path to do anything. And it's there if I come back and work hard again, but I just don't have that attitude. I don't know why. I'm just in like a gooner mode because I just don't have money. And in Poland, I'll be able to live by myself and learn to live on my own. And I'm not prepared to do that in America for some reason. I don't know how to explain it. Like America just makes me feel very lazy, especially the food. Like the food makes me feel so lazy. Like I never want to get up and do anything. I'm hoping if I go to Poland, I eat good food every day. I work out, I get myself really like built, built for work, I like ironclad myself for work and live on my own, live with my cousin, I'm gonna really take off like self-improvement, and I need a change for it. I've been at this thing for 2 years. Like it's nice having all my coworkers and stuff, everyone really likes me at work, but it's not like I don't want to be there forever. The benefits are amazing, trust, but like I'm really looking for an exit plan any way I can. And I thought this pilot stuff would be that, but it's really not it. I don't explain it. Like I have to build on it. I have to keep building on it. I'm glad that I speak to that guy Tanner. Tanner's been such a dad influence on me. I love that dude Tanner, the fueler at Maverick, bro. OG, bro. That guy's amazing. But it's just a while before. It's really a long time before anything. And in the U.S., if I come back, I'm probably just gonna work there instead of the UGE job. I like UGE and stuff, but for the last 2 years, it's been so much problems, and it's been just weighing on me, and I've been delaying everything in my life because of it. That I'm just kind of fed up. So hopefully I can, UGE blesses me with this, and I finally can travel. I can go abroad, with the benefits, and quit in like a really nice way. But it's going to be a lot of negotiating. So this trip will be a lot of that. We'll be negotiating the ground A lot of talking with my cousin about employment. A lot of talking about that. That's probably the most important thing on my agenda when I go to Poland, is just talking about work. If need be, I can extend my trip for using PTO again. So, I don't really mind doing all that, but it's gonna be a shock for my parents. My parents will obviously tell me no. My parents will be like, no, why do you want to move to Poland? We literally escaped from that shithole. But like, they haven't been there in like 30 years. And my uncle and cousins are like thriving. My grandpa, he's like living like super nice pension. My like, everyone in my family is doing good. They have their own places and everything. Even like the deadbeats in my family are doing okay. So like, like, and they've only worked for a while, like a little bit. Like, sure, they studied hard and stuff like that. Some of them, but like, it's just, I don't know. America is just it's very hard to progress if you work hard. Poland is more, I think, of a progression ladder if you work hard, and people respect you if you work hard. So I just want to change in life. I just want to change in life. I think that's about it. Yeah. Also, I broke my 2 weeks, if you know what I'm talking about. I found myself when I'm not even going to say the word anymore because I feel disgusted by it still. But, I feel so much more better when so it's just, I don't know. It's just a habit thing. I'm not sure if you understand, but hopefully I break it when I'm in Poland. But like, it genuinely is like a form of exercise to me. Like, I do it for hours and it feels really nice. I'm mostly just do it for the exercise, honestly. I'll just be playing video games and just, so. Yeah, I broke my 2 weeks. It felt really good after 2 weeks, honestly. I should take long pauses like that. That was amazing. So, but I think I was watching Fox News, or I was watching something about like Candace Owens breaking off with like this one other person, and it was like a whole thing, and I was like, and then Megyn Kelly appeared on the screen, and I was like, yo, Megyn Kelly, why is Megyn Kelly kind of, so whatever. Yeah, what else do I gotta talk about? Yeah, I'm probably gonna leave this car. I honestly, other than my hard drives, I think there's nothing else I want to bring with myself to the Poland other than my clothes. Yeah, I can't think of anything else. I'll bring my backpack, my bags with me, and then be off. Yeah, and then I'll be like permanently emigrating to. I'm dreaming of this right now. It's insane. I know how disappointed my parents are gonna be in me though. Like, straight up just disappointed in me. Like, they'll tell me just straight up no, and I'll be like, that's just it. I'm paying all my bills by myself. I'm paying for my car. I'm paying for my insurance. I'm paying for my phone bills. I'm just not paying for rent. I literally pay for everything else. I pay for my oil. I pay for, I literally just don't pay for electricity and internet, I guess, and rent, obviously. But the amount of money I've given my parents in like just straight up benefits is just insane. So just that in of itself, I really hope that my brother works for my company, because it's honestly such a great experience, especially if you're young and you know how to use the system. And I really hope that he gives me the same benefits. I'm not gonna count on it, but it'd be really cool if he did. Yeah, I'm gonna be pretty sad leaving, but it's not the time yet. Not the time yet. All right. I just want to leave with that video. I think I'm gonna delete the other videos I recorded because they're kind of gay and retarded. I'm gonna go to work now in the morning. My first morning shift in like forever, so I gotta do a lot of learning. So I'm gonna come in early, obviously. So, what else can I say? I think that's it. That's literally it. Man, I covered a lot, bro. Time for another yap session at work, though. Catching up with my fucking coworkers, though. Is there anything else? Hold up, let me think about it. Is there anything else I can get off my head? Yeah, just work drama is that's just it, work drama. And work drama is like, my boss is becoming like a kind of like a dictator at work, and she's like threatening everybody to fire, if they don't do everything by the book. So it's been a kind of that. I've been trying to like kiss ass, not kiss ass, but like cover my ass, cover my ass, But I like doing everything by the book. So that's about it. Thank you guys for watching. Great video. See you guys.